What up, it's your boy T-Bear and the reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. So I thought this would be a good video to kick off with. Came across this actually literally just like a few minutes ago before I start recording. So, lately it's been talks about some wrestlers in WWE who either there's rumors that they could be leaving WWE or not looking to not resign if their contract expires, stuff like that as well too. So one of them was a false, because one of them was false, but one of them could possibly be true though. The one that was false was Becky Lynch. It was told that Becky Lynch wasn't happy, but it was a joke because it was false because a lot of folks, including this one, had like their Twitter profile blacked out or anything, not recognized as WWE, something like that. So we don't know what's going on. So anyway, we're going to check out this video from WrestleLamia. This is 10 WWE wrestlers contract expired and could leave. So without further ado, let's check it out.
There are a lot of factors that go into a wrestler re-signing with WWE. The money has to be right and they have to be in a satisfactory position on the card. There are 10 specific wrestlers whose contracts are expiring soon, and it's entirely possible that they decide to take their talents elsewhere. Join us now as WrestleLamia looks at 10 WWE contracts that are expiring soon and could be potentially leaving WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleLamia Shorts. Number 10, Alexa Bliss. A former multi-time
I hadn't been seeing her in a while, so that's definitely a potential right there because I haven't seen her on screen in a while.
WWE Women's Champion Alexa Bliss's
with Bianca.
WWE deal is set to expire in early 2024 at the latest, and it remains unclear if Bliss is going to re-sign. Bliss is in a weird position in the company as she's currently off television and her past few storylines have fallen completely flat. It seems like ever since Bliss moved away from the supernatural persona that was linked to Bray Wyatt, her character and persona just hasn't been the same. Even WWE's attempts to reintroduce the darker character didn't work, and Bliss's match with Bianca Belair at the 2023 Rumble did little to showcase the character's strength. It's clear that WWE still values Bliss, but if they don't reach a new deal, what's next for her? Would she be a good fit for AEW or Impact, or would she take a different route altogether and explore ventures outside of the squared circle? Number 9, Matt Riddle. Since being called up to the main roster, Matt Riddle has found great success. Riddle has notable singles feuds with the likes of Sheamus and Seth Rollins, and his tag team partnership with Randy Orton was immensely popular with fans. Nevertheless, Riddle's WWE contract is set to expire either in late 2023 or in the very early days of 2024. Riddle continues to be presented in a strong position on TV, and it seems likely that he'll re-sign with WWE, but there's always the possibility that Riddle re-evaluates his options. He's a hard worker and a fantastic...
And true, and he has had experience of other companies as well too, way before WWE. So who knows? He might want to add some resume, but I can see him resigning, man. He's too loved here. He's too loved here to leave, man. But if he does let it go elsewhere, he'll definitely have a big following. I'll say that.
In-ring talent, so Riddle is certainly someone who WWE are going to want to keep under contract for as long as possible. Number 8, Mustafa Ali.
Now this I can see, especially. I don't know what they're doing now with this this confident. No, what was it? The confident Mustafa. What is this thing called? New thing he got going on. Oh my God, what's this new Mustafa thing he got going on? Almost like Bo Dallas, but we'll believe or something like that. I can't think of what he called himself. But anyway, it's like, I don't know where they going with this though. His character. I mean, what they showed the I forgot the character they get, but anyway, I can see it's right now. It's like wondering why he decided to sign back anyway. I feel like because he was already talking about not leaving back, but he decided to normal sign back. But now they're punishing him for it. So for his talks on Twitter. But let's keep going.
Mustafa Ali is someone that in all likelihood could depart when his WWE deal expires in summer 2024. Whilst the summer of 2024 seems like a long way, it'll be here before we know it, and WWE may say goodbye to a once promising star. When Ali first arrived on the main roster, he seemed destined for greatness. He was instantly popular with fans and his matches were tremendous. However, when WWE decided to take his character in a different direction, most notably Ali being presented as the leader of the infamous Retribution stable, things began to fall apart quickly. It's no secret that Ali is...
One at a time, there's time, like I said, there's, like folks keep saying that heel turns is the answer. It's not always the answer. And this is another example why it's not the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I hate when people harp on that being the answer all the time for a character change. I mean, it doesn't work all the time. I mean, because it's only because the reason why they said it because it worked for the likes of The Rock and Cena, but everybody's not dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Requested his release from WWE, and WWE have outright refused to honor his request. Ali is basically treated as a jobber on television. This poor treatment and booking is unlikely to convince him to re-sign with the company. Number 7, Jinder Mahal. Ever since Jinder Mahal lost the title in late 2017,
I can kind of see this because he's been up and down way though. He's been like been put into like, you know, have big matches, but also like put folks over. But he hasn't like, you know, got close to like he came close to like title contender, but never won it. So or never like get close to it enough. So I can see this.
He's been presented as a lower mid-carder. He's had brief glimpses of hope, including a US title reign and even a feud with Roman Reigns, but these quickly fizzled out as WWE realized Mahal simply isn't a top guy. Mahal signed a new 5-year deal in 2019, which means that his contract ends in 2024. Mahal is currently in NXT receiving little to no reaction from the audience, and with Mahal receiving a main roster level salary, they must be re-evaluating Mahal's contract. He's a good hand, but his current presentation is incredibly lackluster, and he's far removed from the guy that it was main eventing pay-per-views back in 2017. Number 6, The New Day.
Ooh, that's interesting right there. I definitely hope that don't happen. They're needed, man. I mean, we're still praying they don't break up. And some was including myself, praying they don't turn A&M heel either. But like I said, but either way, I know they're gonna stay. They gotta stay. Ain't no way in the world. And I think like only other person I know that worked outside WWE was Xavier. I think Kofi has two I think, but Biggie I don't know, but the only person I know that worked outside is Xavier when he was on Impact. But I do not see them leaving WWE at all or letting contract expire. They definitely got to resign. I can see that. Only option I'm hoping don't happen is Biggie and retiring, but I don't see them leaving WWE. They're staying.
2019, The New Day revealed that they'd all signed 4-year deals with WWE. This meant that Kofi Kingston, Biggie and Xavier Woods' contracts are set to expire in 2024. They are the most tenured stable in WWE history, and it seems like WWE will do everything they can to financially and creatively satisfy the trio and ensure they re-sign. The trio are huge merchandise movers for WWE and are still popular with fans. Each member also has great value as single stars, as 2 of the 3 members have been WWE champion, and even Woods won the King of the Ring.
Now, Woods is supposed to be going against Gunther for the IC title. I kind of hope they win. I really hope they let them win, but I got a feeling they're not, because they're into, sadly think about WWE, they're into long title runs with heels, and they might try to keep pushing Gunther to the tail run, kind of like they're doing with the Tribal Queef right now. But I do want Xavier to win just so he can win a title, man, for real. But anyway, let's keep going.
However, there may be a desire from the 3 members to try something new, and this could result them in departing WWE. This does seem unlikely, but stranger things have happened, and the New Day's contract situation will be dominating wrestling news in the coming months. Number 5, Seth Rollins.
Now, I've been hearing this, but I doubt it, but it's like 50-50 with it. I doubt he'd do it, but I wouldn't put past him because, he's definitely one out of the Shield members that had like the biggest experience before WWE to me. I know Dean has some in the Indies as well too with John Moxley, and he's doing it right now. But I can see Seth. I don't see him leaving, but I also see him doing it just add his resume too, because he has a lengthy wrestling resume out of the Shield members.
Rollins is a wrestler who's evolved into one of the most reliable talents on the entire roster. Rollins is an unbelievable wrestler, and he refuses to miss when it comes to big matches and making his feuds memorable. In a 2021 interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rollins revealed that he has a few years left on his deal, and there are rumors that his WWE deal is set to expire in 2024, but there's no formal confirmation on that. There are rumblings that Rollins isn't happy with his position in the company, and if this is correct, WWE may lose one of the biggest stars. So WWE truly need to get their act together and realize just how huge of a loss Rollins leaving the company would actually be. Number 4, Edge.
Now, only reason I say this because he's down to the last one. He might retire correctly this time. That's the only reason I can see this happening. He might want to retire correctly or retire, or at least retire from WWE correctly. Try AEW. They have a Christian one time as well too. Have a Hardy Edge versus Christian versus the Hardys in AEW. Who knows? But only way I can see him leaving is probably just retired, because to retire the right way, as last time it was a forced retire. This time he could retire on his own time.
Royal Rumble saw Edge make his dramatic return to WWE. Edge had previously retired back in 2011, but now he was in a position where he was safely able to wrestle again. Edge's run over the past 3 years has been excellent, and his matches with the likes of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns have cemented Edge's status as an all-time great. Unfortunately, Edge's second run in the company may be soon coming to an end. His WWE contract is set to expire sometime this year, and there are substantial rumors that Edge will be retiring this summer. There is the possibility that Edge re-signs, as after all, he's still performing at a high level, but there is a chance that Edge is satisfied and fulfilled with his second run and decides to call it a day, but this time on his own terms.
Exactly.
Number 3, Drew McIntyre.
Yep, this is a big one right here. There's a lot of big ones. This is one of the big ones. I'm surprised that's not number 1, but this is one of the big ones right here, man.
One of the news stories that shocked fans during WrestleMania 39 weekend was the revelation surrounding Drew McIntyre. It was reported by several notable sources that McIntyre's WWE deal was set to expire soon, and he and WWE have yet to reach a new agreement. It was also reported that McIntyre was unhappy with his salary and also his creative position in the company. McIntyre had a fantastic year in 2020, and since losing the title, it seemed like McIntyre was going to be the one to eventually dethrone Roman Reigns. To the disapproval of many, McIntyre ended up losing his match with Reigns, and since then, McIntyre seemed in a state of flux. It looks like WWE doesn't know how to utilize his talents. McIntyre is a top-tier star, and if he decides to leave WWE, a top company such as AEW...
like I say, I don't want him to leave, but I can see him doing well in AEW, man, as Drew Galloway. So, I mean, because the time when he first got let go of WWE and his time before returning to WWE, he's done great. He definitely great to elevate himself, though, in the Indies or Impact Wrestling, Evolve as well too, man. He's done great in the Indies, so I can definitely see him doing great on another program where he returns to Impact or goes or try AEW. I can see it, man, and you probably can see him do great in AEW, in my opinion.
Will sweep him up without hesitation, and this could be a reality as we head towards the second half of 2023. Number 2, Rey Mysterio. Despite wrestling for
like I said, yes, that another one like Edge. But in his own time, I can see them being Ray last Garai as he finally decided to retire. Especially since he's like one of the first. I only want to know the first one that was active, that's still active. That was at the time being inducted to the Hall of Fame. We said at the time, Edge and Beth Phoenix. Edge became more active again. He's in the Hall of Fame as well too. But he was put in the Hall of Fame at the time because he was retired. But Ray's being the first. Or Hall of Fame inductee to still be active, though, I can see him possibly retirement soon, even if it's by his dickhead of a son Mysterio right now.
For 34 years, Rey Mysterio is still performing at an elite level. Mysterio continues to deliver great matches, and his feud with his son Dominic has been a joy to watch. Mysterio took his rightful place in the WWE Hall of Fame during the WrestleMania 39 weekend, and 2023 is unfortunately the year in which Mysterio's deal is set to expire. He could easily re-sign, and this would be welcomed by WWE and the fans, but there is the distinct possibility that Mysterio retires. Mysterio's feud with Dominic does seem like his swan song, and the Hall of Fame induction does seem to indicate that Mysterio's career is finally coming to an end. And number 1, Randy Orton.
Now, I can see this being why being number one. We have heard nothing about him. We don't know if he's coming back for injury or what's going on with him, or he could possibly become retired and go into like part time and like along with this other fellow OVW guys like Cena, Brock, and Batista. But I can see him either not resigning, retiring, or but I'm not sure I can see him going anyplace else because I say he's another WWE born breaded guy. He's a WWE breaded wrestler, so who knows? But I won't put it past him.
Over 2 decades, Randy Orton has been a constant presence in WWE, but in 2024, this could all change. Orton signed a 5-year deal back in 2019, and with Orton having serious problems with his back, he may decide to call it a day.
Yeah.
Orton has numerous world title reigns in WWE, and it's hard to argue against fans labeling him as one of the greatest of all time. Orton deciding to retire once his contract expires would be a massive shame, but if Orton decides to retire on the basis of his health, this is something fans should respect. His position in WWE has evolved over the past few years. Orton was notoriously difficult to work with during his early days in the company, but Orton has now emerged as a locker room leader and someone that the young talent look up to. If Orton does decide that his current contract will be his final contract as a performer, it'd be incredibly smart for WWE to offer Orton a contract as a producer or a trainer.
Yes.
He has an established relationship with
talent. And still make appearances on TV as well too. Have one-off matches as well. That'd be pretty cool,
And he has years of experience working with WWE style that they need to utilize. This could be a smart way to keep Orton involved in the company.
Yeah.
But there you have it, folks.
That'd be a good idea, like I say, if he decided not to sign, like re-sign him as a producer, but not like officially retire yet, like still have in-ring interactions, just not like on a regular basis, Because like he's literally the only one out of the OVW Big Four with Batista, Cena, and Brock that still was active, was like 100% active. Know what I'm saying? Wasn't part time like Brock and Cena is right now, and I'm not sure what's going on, Brock, but he's kind of somewhat part time Brock, and not like here and there like Batista. But yeah, I can see him. But he's like still the only active one, so I can see him if he decided to take a break, like step in producing and just wrestle here and there, be a part time like the rest. Does one thing, but other than that, this was a good one. Like the ones not shocking, most of them was not shocking, like Alexa Bliss and all of that. The one like I say, Alexa maybe because I don't know we don't know what's going on with her. Matt Riddle is definitely going to resign. I doubt, but I won't put past him if he went elsewhere. Stafford might be done because they are like don't know what to do with him right now. Gender so right now, but we'll see. The New Day, I doubt it. I totally doubt it, but like I said, anything happens. Seth, I can see resigning, but I can also see him wanting to add more to his wrestling resume. Like I said, out of the 3 core Shield member, he has the biggest resume. Edge, I can see doing it as a retirement on his own time. Same with Drew. I guess Drew is 50-50 as well too, especially what's going on right now. It's 50-50. I can see him resigning, but I also can see him going elsewhere just to add to his resume. Like I said, he did wonders outside the WWE. Rey Mysterio, I can see retiring on his own as well too, and like I said, possibly not resigning as a full time or resign as a part time or producer or something like that. Just stay on WWE to have one-off matches here and there as well too. But other than that, this was a good video to watch. So, shout out to WrestleMania. If you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.